Jesse Billauer was one of the top junior surfers in the world, just weeks away from turning professional. Well, then a surfing accident left him paralyzed. He didn't let that stop him from doing what he loves, though, and he's now won 2 adaptive surfing world championships and 5 United States titles. But his real legacy may be how he's making a difference in the lives of others. Jesse, take me to March 25th, 1996.
Big date in my life. Just woke up in the morning and I knew the waves were going to be really good, so I invited a couple of friends to meet me at the beach before school up at Zuma Beach in Malibu. And yeah, paddled out, caught a couple waves, and about an hour later, I took off on a wave and I pulled inside of the barrel. When I was coming out, the wave hit me in my back and I went head first into the water, and I ended up hitting my head on the shallow sandbar. My whole body just went limp and numb and tingly, but I didn't know anything about being paralyzed until I was in the hospital and they told me that I broke the 6th vertebrae in my neck and that I was paralyzed and may never walk again. And when you're 17, on the verge of being a professional surfer and playing every other sport, just something you never want to hear.
Was it difficult to get through the dark period before you can come out the other end?
Kind of just try to focus on the positive things and what I could do and not dwell on what I couldn't do. And yeah, a few years after my accident, I got in the water and I laid down and they pushed me into some waves, and it just like sparked this new interest in my life about, man, like I want to be able to help other people in my situation, because just having that freedom, that independence on the wave and the wind blowing on your face and the salt water. And so that's when the idea came about of starting Life Rolls On, which now we take people with various disabilities surfing and skateboarding around the country. But at first it was just for me to get out there and see if I could do it.
When he gets in the water, he's not disabled. He's free. He's in his element, and he's not thinking about, again, his aches, his pains, his limitations. He's thinking, I'm doing what I love. He didn't selfishly get back in the water. As soon as he got back in the water, he immediately, the light went on and says, hey, I need to show other disabled people that they can do this.
What does that mean to you when you get someone out there who thinks that their physical life has ended and they get an opportunity to go and experience the thrill of riding a wave?
When they are nervous, we don't pressure them or anything. We just say, hey, like, try this and then tell me how you feel. They try it, they get out of the water, and when can I do this again? Family members are crying. So it means a lot to everyone that's involved. Like I said, from the volunteers to the parents to the participants, everybody gets something out of the day. The surfing and the skateboarding is just an excuse to bring the people together, but it's more of a community thing where you can build relationships and friendships and just let you know like that other people are doing this in your situation, and all you got to do is try and you'll see what you can do.
He really is arguably the godfather of adaptive surfing. And as people became aware of it, people from other countries contacted him and said, hey, how can we do something like this? And in Brazil and in Europe, people came here, said, how do you do it? Went back and now created the same thing.
When people talk to you about, being an inspiration, what does that mean to you?
I was in a big car accident 6 months before my surfing accident, and I told my dad that I'd rather be dead than be paralyzed. And then 6 months later, I got paralyzed. So everyone says like they couldn't do what I do, but you don't know until you're put in that situation. I do a lot. I do a lot of stuff. I need a lot of help. So I'm only as good as the people I surround myself with. I mean, I couldn't be an inspiration without my friends who take me surfing. I couldn't be an inspiration without my friend who helps me go fishing. I couldn't be an inspiration without help. So all my friends are like a part of that inspiration.
Such an amazing attitude. Jesse has been nominated for an ESPY Award for Best Athlete with a Disability in Men's Sports. You can vote for him on his website, jessebillauer.com. Just click on it. It's on the homepage. It's super easy, and you can vote as many times as you like.